Everyone, happy Friday. I've been meaning to pop in here all week, but I realized that I needed a little, this curl's gonna drive me crazy. Um, I realized I needed a little bit of downtime for myself and I needed some quiet. This is a pretty potent week. It's the week where the veil between the worlds is thinnest. And so it's actually a really sweet week to take time to pause. I mean, it's always a good time to do that, but um, at this moment or in this during this week, it's been particularly interesting, and um, the energy is palpable and very potent. And I don't know if any of you have been having crazy dreams um, or what's coming up for you this week, but it's definitely a week has been a week of deep listening for me. And so I invite you into that practice of deep listening, because really it doesn't matter what's happening or what week it is. We always want to take that time for ourselves. We always want to take that time to pause. And I think I talked a little bit last week about taking that moment of pause before you jump out of bed, to just check in to see how you feel. And I'll offer this, like, what happens when we don't do that is we don't check in with our experience, what's coming up, what's showing itself, maybe things especially in the morning when we wake up, the things we've dreamt about, the things that maybe are coming through in dream time. We're definitely dealing with our subconscious during dream time. And so it's a potent moment when you wake up to sort of check in with yourself, to feel where you've been and where you are going in that moment in the day. So giving yourself that moment of pause to check in with what you need. And, granted, I'm not talking about like, I need to go on vacation right now. That would be nice. But, what can you do for yourself? What small thing can you do for yourself that feels like an act of self-love and self-care? How are you taking care of yourself? And, we take care of other people, we take care of people around us, we take care of a lot of things in our life. We take care of our business, and we take care of our families, and we take care of our friends, and we take care of, maybe our pets, all the things that I'm sure you can make a list of all the things and people that you're taking care of. But can you pause to actually take care of yourself first? And you've probably heard this a million times, take care of yourself first and everything else gets taken care of. It's valuable. It's a valuable phrase because it matters. And it matters because if you are not taking care of yourself, you will get depleted more quickly. And then you will feel like you are running on fumes, and then you will start to resent having to take care of anything and anyone. And so what can you do for yourself? How can you take pause? How can you take a moment to listen to what you need, to listen to, what's coming through, the wisdom of your own presence, what you're actually offering yourself. And so when we take these moments, it's literally a moment for you to take time to receive yourself. And I've said that a lot over the years and in class, take this moment to receive yourself. Give yourself the privilege of your own attention. What does that look like? What does that mean? And then from that place, what do you need? What do you need? How can you support yourself? And it can be as simple as taking that moment of pause before you wake up before you get out of bed in the morning. It can be, a meditation practice. It can be a journaling practice. It can be a yoga practice. It can be a walking meditation. It can be anything. So when we draw into our presence and we draw into our heart, we start to notice what we value, where we want to place our attention, where we want to place our time. And so just taking pause here to notice. My dog is barking outside. So I'm gonna not get distracted by that. I'm gonna sit here with you. So feel your sitting bones root. When we do take this pause, you do want to notice the sounds around you. You do want to notice what's coming in, and it's fine. Just bring it into your awareness, bring it into your meditation. So you can begin by just taking that seat, feel your sitting bones, anchor into whatever you're sitting on. Take a nice deep inhale into your back body. So I want you to back up into your own presence. Feel yourself soften into yourself to give yourself this moment to take pause, to receive, and drawing your awareness to the pulsation of your breath, feeling that rise and the fall of your breath. And notice where you're being pulled. Where is your attention being pulled? Where is your heart being pulled? Where is your presence being pulled? And can you draw back here? Can you draw back to connection? And so allowing the breath to draw you inside, feeling the quality of your experience today. You know, do you feel shaky? Do you feel grounded? Do you feel light? Do you feel heavy? Do you feel aggravated? Do you feel frustrated? You know, what's coming up? And can you just simply look at it and acknowledge it and be with whatever shows up? And then breathe into the heart and anchor the energy down through the pelvis and feel yourself taking root. And then just moving inward and asking yourself that question: what do I need today? What do I need to offer myself? How can I take time for myself? It can be 5 minutes. It can be this, right? It doesn't have to be a big ordeal. The more simple we keep our self-care, the more we are likely to do it. So breathing in, feeling in, sensing in, we receive ourselves on so many different layers. And then can you feel what happens in the body when you soften like this, when you pause, when you choose to draw in this way? And then it's from this connection that we can create meaning, that we literally move through our life. You know, saying yes to certain things and no to others, according to where we choose to place our heart and where we choose to place our value. So where do you want to place yourself? Can you receive yourself enough to know how you want to engage? These choices we make, this way of being in our life, this is what starts to literally create the threads of our experience. Those choices matter. So breathing in, exhaling out. Draw your hands into prayer in front of your heart. Sealing here any intentions, anything you want to hold for yourself. Where do you want to hold your heart? And then where do you want to place it? Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale completely. And gently bow your head to your heart and to your body, to your mind, to everything that you hold here, to honoring this experience you are having in this body, and to receiving more of it in each breath. Namaste. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'm still working on the logistics of this virtual studio, but please feel free to share this. And I'm thinking I'm going to do a workshop maybe next week, more of a talking workshop about this season, because we're heading fast, or we're already in holiday season. I know people get really overwhelmed, and that Vata energy, that air and space starts to increase. So That's my focus, and there will be some actual practice here soon, I promise. All right, have a great day, have a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Okay, bye.